Next up, the one and only Caitlin.
Oh, to be young and to feel love's keen sting. Albus, Percival, Wulfric, Brian, Dumbledore. At the tender age of 5, my grandma used to take me to a co-worker's house to play board games. I'd like the rounds of Balderdash well enough, and I hated the night's inevitable turn to Trivial Pursuit, mostly because I didn't know the answers. Ask me any Trivial Pursuit question. Come on, this is a cafe. There's plenty of Trivial Pursuit questions here. I mean, what is the goose that's most frequently found in Canada? What's it called anyway?
Canadian goose.
Thank you. The real attraction of those game nights was one Dan Bell. Tall, athletic, intelligent, didn't think I had cooties. What more could a kindergartner want in a man? But it was never meant to be. I was 5, and he was in the 7th grade. I spent my days writing out love poems for him using the letters of my name, with such classic lines as, I is for ill. I am not ill. I even kissed him once, but I never confessed. Not to him, anyway. Gabbed about it to everyone on the playground, though. Being female and having female friends means that you're inevitably going to spill your secrets to them. So there wasn't a single person on the kickball field who didn't know about me and my Dan. But they thought that I was infatuated with another Dan by the name of Dan Bemke, who was in my school, my class, my year. He was even in my classroom. So they assumed that, because I kept saying that I was in love with Dan Bell and they'd never heard of him, they'd assumed that I'd liked one of the local denizens instead of him. But, well, Dan Bemke was okay. I mean, he didn't look bad and he didn't call me stupid. But I had no time for the boy next door. I was a mature woman with mature tastes. Everybody kept saying, you don't like Dan Bell, you like Dan Bemke over and over again. And I kept objecting to their definition of who I loved and proclaiming the object of my desire, the real object of my desire. After a year of this, I eventually just gave up correcting them. I mean, if they wanted to get my man's name wrong, what was I gonna do? I'd always know the truth, or so I thought. After they kept saying I was in love with Dan Bemke over and over again, I started thinking, maybe I do have a crush on him. I'd started telling him I loved him and saying I wanted to kiss him and chasing him around the playground, making kissy faces. He always got away. I was the slowest runner in my class. To this day, I still have a picture of us from Halloween with me in a fairy outfit kissing his knee in a cast while he was in a hockey outfit. I wasn't even in high school yet, and I'd already fallen victim to peer pressure. But the one good thing about this is that I still love Dan Bell, no matter what everyone else said. I wouldn't let the kids I played tag with take that away from me. I don't know what Dan Bemke's up to nowadays. I mean, Facebook has proven useless, but I'm still good friends with Dan Bell. He lives in California, making millions of dollars in genetics and cell research. I'd chase him down and make a huge romantic gesture, but I can't even afford a one-way ticket, let alone an entire brass band, several parade floats, and personalized fireworks that said Dan and Caitlin forever.